Why am I finally building up Hulk? Where do I put my Spiderverse characters now that I've split up the team? And what are the teams that I use so that I can auto blitz at tier 8.3? Talking about all of that in this video, guys. Plus, there is another giveaway, so if you want to get your chance to win, make sure you are watching this video. So if you are ready, let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. Yes, so if you guys watched my video yesterday, you know I went hard in Blitz, and to do that, I needed a lot of changes to my save squads. Not a lot, but I changed.
How does it feel to get 108 instead of 99? Let me ask you.
It feels horrible, but this is the thing. I was talking to you a little bit about this. A lot of it is about the chase. You know, when you're growing up and you got Christmas coming up, a lot of the fun about that is the anticipation, not the actual gifts. So
I hear you saying that, but is that because you believe it though? I mean, or you just say that so you don't cry yourself to sleep?
I was a little disappointed when I first saw this, but after a while I was like, yeah, whatever. I had fun playing through it, and I didn't really miss anything in real life to do it. So, and I didn't spend any money in real life to do it. So it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. But I did change up my Blitz teams, and I know we talked about this a little bit before. So I'm gonna go over the Blitz teams, and you can give your comments on some of the new ones that I did, because I split the Spiderverse and did a bunch of stuff. So
yeah,
we'll talk about that.
I actually really like what you did, and it's funny is we both kind of took each other's suggestions and reversed all ours around, and now we're gonna probably go back.
Maybe. These guys work well for me.
Well, what happened, I think what's happening recently, and what both of us are having issue is, like, what do we do with Spiderverse and what do we do with Avengers? It's the same question, right? I think a lot of people have the same questions, right?
All those characters that we built up previously because they were decent in the game, now it's hard to find homes for a lot of these characters, and just a lot of homeless characters. So.
If you have a home for Night Nurse that does not include Ultron, I really want to know. Anybody.
Me too.
Let us know. What do you do with Night Nurse? Night Nurse is dead weight for the only thing you can do is put her with Ultron, but that doesn't always work. Night Nurse is not good even on Ultron.
No, the team I'm using right now works a lot better for autoing with Ultron, but all right, so before we get into this, I do want to mention sponsor of this video, BlueStacks, running at 60 frames per second, guys. So I want to thank you personally, OhEmGee, for letting me know that I need to uninstall my whole BlueStacks and reinstall the new version, because it is running so much better and so much smoother and looks so much better. I love it. I love it.
Game is beautiful.
It is, especially on BlueStacks, guys. So check out the link down below. There's also a link for Valley merch, Patreon, new items in the Valley merch store, but these are my saved squads. So not a lot of change with these top three: BKE, Shield, Brotherhood. I just run the standard squads there. Small change to this Ultron squad. Instead of Night Nurse that we were just talking about, Hand Sentry in this spot, and he makes this an auto team. I had to watch the team before with Night Nurse, and she has a higher power level, so it kind of did make sense score-wise.
Right.
But Hand Sentry makes this team a lot better, especially when the AI is in charge of it. What do you think of this little change to this team?
I really like that team, and I'm actually curious about your Drax, because that's huge, 62,000. He never dies, right?
He does, but by the time he dies, Ultron has the train rolling, and the opponents really can't do anything. So.
Yeah, and then my second question about that is that Shield Trooper is replaceable, of course, I think with a couple different characters. Crossbones, Kingpin, Doctor Strange, Night Nurse. Not Night Nurse.
Not Night Nurse. There's a lot that work good in that spot. I know some people like to throw Kree Cyborg in there. You do the Doctor Strange.
Yes. But those three right there, Mantis, Drax, Hand Sentry, seem to be no-brainers with Ultron. And then that fifth slot can be a couple different characters, I think.
Yeah. So for me, I chose Trooper just because he had the higher power level out of those, except for Night Nurse. But everybody else, he had a higher power level, so it just would give me a higher score in Blitz. And
I use Doctor Strange, but Doctor Strange would work in other teams.
Yeah, so, I have Doctor Strange in another team, and this was really how I got that score, guys, because I wouldn't have been able to play all those battles Auto and 8.3 is what got that score for me, because I wouldn't have been able to do that if I just played. This is a new Avengers team. I was talking so much about Captain Marvel on that Brawlers team, and she is amazing on that Brawlers team, but I couldn't auto. I couldn't do stuff with my Avengers team, so I brought her back on this team, put Hulk on it. Quake is back on this Avengers team too, and this team works so well.
The irony is I gave up on this team and I was using it, and I'm probably gonna go back because I got frustrated with this team recently, and I took it Captain Marvel over to Hero Brawlers based on your suggestion.
It is a good team. It is a great team, but my Hero Brawler still works. I think it was a good move taking it off, because now the Avengers works also.
So something key about this team right here is that I'm using Hawkeye instead of Hulk, and I can see you could circling him there.
This is the guy,
but you saw me when we were playing around. I actually finished off my Hulk right in front of you because it's like, I'm going to try this. It works, or is this working because your Captain Marvel has so much higher power than the rest of the team?
So that's a big reason why any Captain Marvel team works. I mean, a lot of times it's Captain Marvel and maybe a Hulk, or Captain Marvel and Black Widow at the end. I don't get everybody surviving. Quake dies really early and isn't that much of a factor. So
does she even get her ultimate off? I mean, that's kind of the whole thing about Quake.
She usually gets her basic off, and just that slow is enough. So she's kind of the weak link on this team. But Hulk is the unsung MVP. He's not his rework. He got a lot better. Not Hulk-worthy better, but he is a lot better, and he's fun. He's a fun character to use. And
he might be like what, there's always this thing about underrated heroes, and what is an underrated hero? Nobody knows. Hulk might be underrated right now.
He is, just because of all the hate that he got before when his kit was so bad, and I think people just haven't really upgraded to test them out.
Yeah, it was bad.
On paper, it doesn't seem that great, but when you upgrade him, I'm not saying he's a meta character, but he's kind of
tricky to play around. I mean, you have to actually think about playing against him. Like he's a nuisance, that's for sure. Yeah. When you play against Hulk,
especially if they have everything built up right, so he gets a taunt and he gets his energy, he gets his health above 50%.
Negative status
back down,
effects.
And you just get this loop going on. It's
negative status effects don't stick. He gets that death proof, and then it's just his jump in the air actually does good damage now.
Yeah, it's
decent.
Yeah, especially if it's below 50% with that big damage multiplier. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's decent. I mean, it can definitely with the splash take out character. It was like a Nick before. It's okay.
Yeah, it's good. He's a fun character. I like him. X-Men era auto team defenders.
How come you don't have Phoenix opposite Colossus, like completely opposite end?
I don't know. I know I wanted Psylocke next to Colossus, and these ones I didn't really pay too much attention to.
I put Phoenix on the extreme end, but everybody does something different on that team. I get it.
Yeah, I think the main thing is this combo right here, and then maybe Phoenix further away. But yeah, I mean, that's probably a little better. I didn't put too much thought into it. Is the main thing. Defenders, they can auto with the right matchup. They need the right matchup. The power armor could auto. Even with the wrong turn order that the AI does, they still take out stuff.
I like this team. This team
is an interesting team. This is the new villain team. Because you got remnants of the old villain team with this old trio right here, and then we got this little synergy with Deadpool.
Does it work? Because that is a tricky team right now.
Not an auto. This is not an auto team.
Yeah,
unless you're on a lower
Crossbones,
level.
Kingpin, Yondu, which were kind of like staple good characters way back in the day, are very mediocre right now, and I can't get them to work. If that team works, I mean, I'm willing to try it.
Yeah, there's a lot of counters to this team. A Luke Cage that puts the defense up, Captain America that puts the defense up, a lot of the meta teams that are just the meta teams. So you need the right matchup with this team, and it's not an auto team, but it does work.
I wish Korath always could put ability block up.
Because then you do so much better of a character.
Because then you could use Korath on that team, and then you could ability block Luke Cage or Captain America, and then get an easy win. Because you're right, Crossbones AoEing into defense up does not work anymore.
No, even if he has offense, even with offense up,
it just doesn't do anything.
New hero brawlers. This team, not as good as the Captain Marvel version, but this team still wins. They're still fun. They're fast. If you're not going up against the Drax, you could get to some of their more valuable targets with this team because they are faster than a lot of the other teams out there.
So,
they can get their stuff off.
I'm curious. So the problem I see with this team is same problem is defense up, right? You basically only have Chavez. How does this team? I mean, usually it's a 5 versus 4 though. You can clear somebody out early.
You got to beat the defense up with this team. If you can't beat it, if you can't kill these guys quick enough, at least take out one of their hard targets. If you could take out 2, that's awesome. But yeah, they're not beating a defense up. You got to take it out before that. Wakandans, Shuri got up to 6-star, so it works a little better. But still, they can auto. They can auto with the right matchup.
You split up Carnage and Venom. Tell me more. I want to know,
so
what did you do there?
I got to give a shout out to my alliance mates. I was like, man, I need to auto more of these battles because I can't play Blitz because it's too much going for that kind of score. So I needed auto team. This team needs the right matchup, but with the right matchup, it can auto at 8.3. You got Carnage with the bleeds, Mortal with the blinds, and then Scarlet Witch just extending everything. Loki with his big move in the beginning, and then just protecting everybody on turn 2. And then more often than not, Doctor Strange is basicking on turn 1, and then you're going to do the Winds of Watum on turn 2. So after you get him to do his basic, you could pretty much auto it at that point. But this fun team needs the right matchup though, and you can see the power levels are not that great. This is a fun team. Synergy-wise, they work very well with each other.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this team, probably the team that you're on right now with Korath and Venom and the Mercs, and probably works because of its power level at 176,000. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that if this was 251,000, it wouldn't work.
It depends on the matchups, because once you get up to that 250, you get those harder matchups. You get all meta teams. If you're up at that height, that power level, and you don't get a meta team, this team would be able to beat it at that level.
Something weird happens at 250, right? And 250 things get weird.
You see all get these Brotherhoods and Defenders and Ultrons, and just like you need strong teams.
It seems there's also like imaginary teams out now, like tier 14 teams or something. It's like, you know what I'm talking about, like imaginary commander teams, right?
Crazy commander teams,
yeah.
But this team doesn't work right now, but on the lower tiers it does. And the reason is, as you can see, Korath's all the way up here at 48k. You got Riot Guard all the way down to 28k, and everybody's between. If they had better, if they're built better, if they're more built around the same power level, this team would be a lot better. But they work okay. It's not an auto team. This team can auto with the right matchup. The Kree. I know you don't like the Kree as much, but they're pretty decent. And then I split up the Spiderverse so I could do Sinister Six, and Sinister Six is an auto team as well, even 8.3. And I think even at higher power levels, they still will be able to auto as well.
So not on this list is Hand. Hand is trash.
Hand is trash. They don't win anymore.
And then Invisible Woman and a Namor team should be added to this list at one point soon. And
if I had
save
more
squads.
Safe squads,
Yeah, I was going to say 25 times 4. 25 times 4. We need 4 tabs of 25. My God, get it together. What is their problem with that? It seems so simple.
No, man. It's a bunch of 1s and 0s. We need more of these. Come on, Fox Next.
I mean, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't either. So hopefully they're adding another 5 soon. Hopefully they add another 5 after that, another 5 after that, another 5. They just keep going, because this is... So for anybody that plays really competitively, we need way more save squads because of all the different game modes and teams we use in those game modes.
Well, yeah, because this is a Blitz. You basically have a Blitz composition, but I think if you had a war composition, it would be slightly different.
It would be not very different, but it would be slightly different. Yeah.
Right now they're very similar. The war composition and the Blitz composition, but like pulling an arena team out of this, or like if you wanted to switch your arena teams and you don't have that much time to switch your arena teams around, it's a real mess, because you go up an arena and we're both using the same team right now, but there were times where it's like, oh, they've got a Drax. Do I go around him, or if I use this other team with Falcon, maybe I could just blast through it? And if I had a way of toggling, I would use different arena teams. I need another tab. Come on, guys.
I would too. Yeah.
Or like in U6, it probably makes the most sense on my BKT team to put Rocket next to Star-Lord instead of Minerva. Switching those two around is a real mess.
Yeah, I mean, depends on, yeah, it is a real mess. But the placement really depends on how hard of a raid you're doing.
Or just when you have a way of dragging and dropping characters around. I mean,
that would be
character
so
placement.
Awesome.
Character placement on this it takes so much time, and then it's not intuitive. Okay, I put the middle character in first, and then is it going to go to the right or to the left from the second character? I mean, I happen to know, but if the first time you do it, you don't know where the character is going to go. It's like the dumbest thing ever
to figure out where they go in the placement. You know?
Yeah, and then oh god, it went in the wrong slot, and now that I've got more than 100 characters, I have to scroll down and find the character I want. Yeah. It takes so much time. I can't even drag and drop. I can't sort by name. It's a mess. Come on, give us something, man. Let us do something.
We need more.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something like this. I mean, they have to. It's terrible.
That was a weird tangent, but a very necessary one because we definitely need more save squads.
We need more save squads, or at least a way of sorting when we're building teams, or dragging and drop and switching it around. My God, it's. I know they don't make any money off of this, but they have to do it. It's just part of playing the game.
Not directly, but indirectly, at least the player engagement. People want to play the game more because it's not as tedious. I think it will make them more money, maybe indirectly though.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think of these? What do you think of the new lineup? I mean, not the meta teams because they're the same, but what do you think of some of these new teams, especially this one?
I want to say I love all of it, and I can't wait until they add Coulson and Cyclops to the game, and it'll destroy all this hard work you've done here.
I'll probably blow this team up in save squads in a couple weeks. We'll see.
We're gonna have to change everything. Adding those two characters will change all your squads.
It will. Every time they add,
you're gonna have like new homeless people. Then you're gonna probably be pulling. You're probably gonna need to put your Wolverine inside of your hero brawler team and all kinds of weird stuff. I mean, it's gonna mess everything up.
Or maybe Psylocke, you know. All right, so that is it for the Save Squads, guys, and we have a giveaway to do. $20 gift card sponsored by Clan HQ. If you win, you get to choose iTunes or Google Play. It is up to you, and all you need to do be a subscriber on this channel and leave a comment with a hashtag. What should a hashtag be?
My safe word is pineapple. You should definitely use pineapple.
All right, everyone that leaves the hashtag pineapple and is a subscriber and leaves that comment is entered to win. So good luck. I will draw that after the news video, which should come out tomorrow. And good luck. If you like this video.
What's your safe word?
Tap. I don't know. Video. I hope you guys have a better safe word than I do. Smash that like button, join the notification squad, ring that bell, guys, and check out some of the links down below. Check out OhEmGee's channel as well. We just did a video on there, and I will see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin, out.